welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. Are we having a great time? You know, don't forget to subscribe to Vegas Live with Ninon. Wherever you see that name, subscribe. My producer keeps saying to me, Ninon, would you please get people to subscribe to our network? And I said, okay, fine. So here we go. I've said it. Now I have David with me. So David is absolutely fabulous for Vegas Live with Ninon because he takes a lot of photographs.
Yes, I do.
And we've got to come and find out where we are all the time and take more photographs and get us all out there and everything. I think that would be wonderful. David is a photographer. Like there are, there's a lot of photographers in Vegas because Vegas is Vegas, entertainment business. There's shows, I mean, there's 4 or 5, probably 10 times more than that to go to each night.
Oh, absolutely.
So you never stop to go to a show, so you're a pretty busy man.
Well, I've been busy a lot more with events, actually. A lot of events, and I do like a lot of friends love the photos I take of Vegas. So I do a little bit of events, of course, kid pics. I love my grandnieces and nephews.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a big hit. All the events I shoot and all the things I do, and a lot of this I just do to do it. A lot of these are not paid gigs. A lot of them I just got back in town a little over a year ago.
Okay.
So our family grew up here. We came here in '71 when there was about 160,000 people here.
Yes.
So literally, you know, when people say, "Oh, the old Vegas," well,
it's not the old Vegas. It's the new Vegas, actually.
Bingo, yes.
Yep.
And so when I've been in Brooklyn, New York for 10 years, and so
Are you originally from New York?
No, originally from Chicago, actually.
Oh, I love 2 places I love: Chicago and New York.
And when a kid, we moved out to LA, and then after 3 earthquakes, Mom said that was it, and we ended up here in Vegas.
So, do they ever have earthquakes here in Vegas?
They do. They're minor.
They're very minor.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of, they have winds though. We have a lot of winds.
Yeah, a lot of winds. Yes.
And then the other night we had a lot of thunder.
Oh yeah.
We're kind of down in the tunnel, I call it, and the thunder really echoes.
Oh yeah. We the nice thing here is that we get good year-round weather. Where that was another reason I left New York. I love New York. It was great, but also winters are terrible. And so basically, when I came out here, I started going to a lot of the networking events, and that's how I started meeting people. And everywhere I go, I happen to take pictures. One thing led to another, and also people saying, "Oh, I love your pictures. Love your pictures."
What makes your pictures so different to other people's pictures, and why would somebody book you?
Yeah.
And how do they, you know?
I think a couple of things. It's the way I get their personality out of them.
Yeah.
I have this little trick I do, and it's not a big trick. It's just
What's your trick?
This is my trick. This is it.
I want another
This
trick.
is a good one, and it's very simple, but it really works. And a lot of times, I'm just trying to get that natural look and that smile.
Yes.
So I'll sit there and everybody's waiting for the count of 3 for a photo.
Yes.
So I'll go, all right, everybody, 1, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then they're waiting for 3, and that half second, I got them.
You got them just
and
before.
And I'll tell you, another thing, and mainly with the women now, I tell them I like.
Yeah, he likes to take photographs of the women.
Well, the men are in a lot of the photos now, but the women, the reason they trust me, is because I like female-proof pictures. So I let them see it.
Oh.
And my stupid joke is that, you know, why I like female-proof pictures is I live longer. So,
So what is it when you're married, you know, keep the wife happy?
Oh, yeah,
keep the wife happy, you'll have a happy home.
And so
definitely true.
So a lot of these events, and plus a lot of things I tell people is that I've done weddings and things like that, but a lot of it I prefer the backup. I don't want to be the main foo-foo guy that does those pictures. No. I get everything else, right?
But do you have a lot of action pictures there?
I do, and what's unique is I get moments. I'll sometimes be talking to someone like this, and on the corner of my eye I see a shot. I go, excuse me, not being rude, I got to get this shot.
Yes.
And they all understand because they've got to know me.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, I try to show people that I don't always I can get great stuff without $2,000-$3,000 equipment. I use something like this.
I was going to say, look at this camera. This is a Canon.
Yes.
It's a 40 plus, whatever that means.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's just a regular camera, and this is all it is.
And it's very deceiving because this has an up to what's called a 160 times zoom. It's like carrying a 1,000mm lens in my pocket. I literally took some pictures of the moon last night that I posted on Facebook.
Oh, the moon that was beautiful. I happened to see it last night.
Well, if you go to
it wasn't a full moon, though, was it?
No, it was almost, though. And when I was at a friend of mine, I was actually helping him with some computer work. I do computer work mainly a lot, too. And the photos go and check with that along with my video editing. And so I was out there at my friend's, and I saw this moon, and as I'm parking, I go, I got to get this shot. Boom, I got like 6 shots, posted it today. It's already like everybody's, oh, I love these shots. So
you have some kind of these very unusual shots that you, like on my computer, I've got it set where I get different shots of different countryside all the time, and one could be the moon, or it can be a windy road, but nothing else on it. They don't distract you. They give you like a comfort of, you know, there is this type of life out there. It's not always busy, busy, busy.
Right.
Now, what do you think of the events out here in Vegas now? Because they're very different now than what they used. We used to have all the stars and all the names. We don't get as much of that anymore.
Well, that's true. And I think years ago, actually, I was also a dealer here in Las Vegas. I dealt 21 roulette and crap in New York. And people, when I have to say, when I was in New York, they say, what do you do in Vegas? So I was a dealer. They go, well, you're kind of open about it. I go, I'm not a drug dealer. I was a dealer, you know? So the vernacular didn't translate very well.
I didn't think that.
No, but we're here.
I immediately thought you were a dealer for the crap
But
table,
when you're in New York, and I had to explain myself.
I'm a dealer.
Yeah, they say, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I was gonna go.
And so we used to have stars come in, and I used to dealt to a few. I think one of my funnier stories was I was one of the times one of the big boxers was in, and he was at the Sahara Hotel. That was the time when the Sahara was around.
Yes.
And nicest guy too. And he had his entourage and a bunch of people, and he.
Did you get nervous?
Yeah, no. In fact, that's why they put me on the games. I wouldn't flinch. And I had fun with this guy. And in fact, he was, I forget the champ at the time. And he, anyways, he said to me, he says, man, Dave, you're killing me here. And he says, what, you're not used to losing here? And he cracked up. My bosses are going, oh my gosh. But the crowd, I had fun with people.
You have fun with them.
Yeah, I was just to tell people
but
that.
But you have that kind of personality.
Yes.
You've got a very open personality.
Yes.
With people, you're not but you're not kind of frightening. You're not overpowering.
Well, I try to have fun. I think that people just want to see you real. A lot of people would say, like, one of the things after all the years being gaming was I have this book that's in my computer. I'm going to finish it one day. It's called All the Questions You Want to Ask a Dealer and You Did: A Humorous View in Las Vegas.
Oh, how lovely!
And it incorporates my years of growing up here.
So is that coming out, that book?
I'm hoping. I've got it. I've got it in my computer, and I just got to sit down and finish it. Okay. And I've worked on main thing is I was in New York. I'm still licensed real estate in New York. And
so you do real estate.
I do.
So you do many things.
I do.
You haven't cut yourself off of kind of anything, really.
Right.
You've actually sort of, you do this, and you do that.
Yeah, it keeps me.
What is your favorite?
Well, right now I'm saying that the computer work I do with editing, video editing, I think has been.
Oh, you're an editor?
Yeah, I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better.
Love editing. Oh, yeah. I love editing.
My favorite, I gotta say, my sister said my last best piece so far is my 4-year-old grandniece's birthday party at the pizza place down at the Boulevard Mall. Oh, she says that, oh, you did so good on that. So things like that. I try to, that's what I'm saying, like equipment like this or with basic computers and stuff.
You seem to come down to the basics. You don't seem to make a great big deal of everything.
Right.
Because you seem to be able to get the same thing out of a basic that you do with everybody coming with these great big cameras and these great big zooms and these big computers and everything. And you really don't. I mean, I have a laptop. That's all I have.
I tell people that you could be amazed at the high quality results you can get from real basic equipment, and you just got to put a little time into it.
I was going to say you've got to have the knowledge to be able to do that rather than have something else do it for you.
Exactly, and I think that's in meeting. And another thing that's been unique is that I've met so many people now through these networking events, such as Cosmopolitan Connections, or through the group like JB talked about.
Yes.
Regarding the mall, I got involved with that. Now I video their meetings. Now
do they have a meeting?
They have a meeting every Sunday, and
I've got to go to that meeting because that mall thing sounded really.
It's very interesting, and they have. They're looking for a launch of 11/11. One of your guests will be coming up. We'll talk about it.
Oh, wonderful!
Right, and I think the main thing is that JB actually invited me to that. I met him at one of the networking events, so the networking works. Through that, he also, I heard you talking about Janet Franco.
Yeah, Janet Franco on the vets.
Right. Well,
gotta help the vets.
She saw me at all these events. One day, emails me and says, "You're everywhere. I need to meet with you." She met with her. Now I've been doing her computer work. I've videoed her presentations. There was a presentation actually at the Mayor of Henderson. And I actually finished the PowerPoint presentation. She gave me a raw of it. I finished it. She said, "Could you come down and run it?" I did. Met the mayor, the police chief, the fire chief, Judge Stevens. It was really awesome.
See, this is because David has this incredible personality.
Thank you.
You don't inhibit anybody. You seem to make people. You did it with me. I met him the other day, and you just make everybody feel very comfortable and very at ease. And I think, it's just like being transparent.
Well,
this is who I am. This is what I do.
My sister says the reason is you're real. You don't want anything from anyone. No. I come to these events. I'm not charging anyone. I'm doing it. I'm actually literally having fun with the people. Yes. A lot of people, like I said, it's I'm literally having fun. That's why I think I get their best personality out of them. It shows on the camera.
Absolutely. Where can people find you, and where can you get some business?
Yeah, right. That would be it'd be nice to be paid for a few things. But which is coming up. Actually, I got my first paid gig on the 30th from these connections. But basically, it's David David Orlov at live.com is my email. And my Facebook page, you'll see me on a bike on the Coney Island Pier.
Oh, I love
So if you're looking for David
it.
Orlov, there's a few.
There's a few of them out there,
Yeah,
but he's absolutely
that's
amazing.
me with the bike on the
So,
Coney
you've
Island
got a
Pier.
computer, do you do websites and all
I
that
don't.
stuff?
There's
You don't
plenty.
do one?
No, there's plenty of people
Plenty
who do that.
websites.
I do
So
stuff that other people don't do.
You do other stuff. He does editing and he also takes fabulous photographs, so don't forget, David is absolutely amazing. Thank you, David,
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Pleasure.
He's fabulous, isn't he? We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.